overhead cranes take the ingot to the giant 7,000-ton press, the largest of its kind in the world, where it undergoes a series of forging operations.
Something now the public doesn't ordinarily see, a look behind the scenes to find out how automation begins.
The idea of continuous automatic production, of automation, was here progressing from the processing of flowable materials like grain and molten glass to separate items like flat irons.
Some of the world's largest ingots are forged into boiler drums, marine shaftings, turbine housings, and other large one-piece jobs. The gas-fired reheating furnaces are controlled by pyrometers and can take monster ingots weighing up to as much as 250 tons. This ingot will be forged into the high-pressure boiler drum of a Russian superpower station.
The blasting red heat of the furnaces that never cool, molten ore pouring from the huge crucibles to meet the unrelenting need for steel. Born in cauldrons, in settings gleaming with the flames of a Dante's Inferno, as liquid iron flows that men may live to build a better world. Rolling out of fire and water, giving temper to the metal, pouring out the hissing streams on a never-ending flow of material, unequaled for its quality, unabated in its quantity. The sharp pounding of steel on steel, blended with the rhythm and the clatter of machinery, making more machines, exhaling the cloudy smoke of creation.
As the need for larger aircraft forgings became more evident, this 35,000-ton press was put into operation in 1955. This equipment provided a great increase in our country's capability for larger, stronger, and more intricate aircraft components.
A trained crew operates the mill. Silent and intent, almost a part of the machinery, they work the levers which control the movements of the ingot and the pressure of the rolls.
From childhood, man is attracted by moving objects that are automatically controlled.
He is inherently lazy, but he is also mechanically minded. That's why he is always inventing things to do his work and ease his own burden. Thus, without human aid, the cylinder block is completely machined, drilled, bored, and passed to the assembly lines.
Inside the furnace, a blast of hot air roars through the charge, slowly reducing it to a bubbling, seething mass. The inside of the furnace is like a huge oven, lined with fire brick and heated by a blast of flaming gas, which sweeps across from one side to the other.
Forging is one of our oldest metalworking arts. The old method of heating metal to cherry red has been developed into an exacting science, employing modern instruments and new metallurgical knowledge. Muscle power has been multiplied and is now measured in tons of force, which pound or squeeze all kinds of metals into a multitude of shapes. The development of modern transportation has been furthered by advances in forging techniques. In our conquest of the air, forging knowledge and new kinds of forging equipment are providing components essential to efficient progress.
Dwarfed by the towering press stands the forge master. His experienced eye enables him to work to specifications, calling for a finish calculated in thousandths of an inch. By quiet gestures, he gives split-second orders to his operators who manipulate the press and two 250-ton cranes which revolve the ingot.
Months later, even greater capability was provided in the 50,000-ton press. These heavy presses were originally built to produce larger and more massive forgings of light alloy material.